What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about both silver and gold, but also a little bit about the stock market because it seems as though everything is beginning to move up. Is the pain starting to end after an incredibly red month? Guess we'll find out. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise, come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for deal alerts on silver and gold every day, live streams multiple times a week, giveaways every single month, join before midnight tonight to get entered into my February giveaway, and of course, go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account, refer 3 friends, and they're going to give you at least $150 worth of Amazon stock for free. Everything is linked in the description. So today is Monday, January 31st, 2022. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $22.50. It's up 4 cents or up 0.18%. Spot price of gold is $17.96 even. It's up $4.40 or up 0.25%. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 79 to 80 to 1 range. But again, that's as I'm filming the video at 10:15 in the morning. I don't know what it's going to be by the time the video drops, so head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So I wanted to talk a little bit about silver and gold today. I wanted to talk about the spot price. I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. And as you can see on display, we have a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold. We have some 10-ounce bars, 5-ounce rounds, some miscellaneous coins, some fractional gold up there at the top, and we even have a little piece of platinum. For those of you that didn't see the video that I posted on Sunday, I ran through a couple of subscriber questions, and one of the questions had something to do with platinum, and I don't always have platinum on display, so I do this time. So I wanted to talk about a couple of different things related to silver and gold, but before we can even get into the money, I think it's important that we first talk about the currency. Now, obviously, the Federal Reserve just a couple of days ago finished up their 2-day-long meeting, and this entire month so far, everything had been moving in a downward direction because nobody knew what the result was going to be. Nobody knew what conclusions they were going to come to or what they were going to comment on or what in the world was going to happen. Are they going to pull the rug out from under us? Are they going to stop tapering sooner than expected? Are they going to start raising rates quicker and at a potentially faster rate than expected? Nobody knew. But as we learned last week, as the meeting came to an end and the Federal Reserve put their statement out, they're going to be sticking to the game plan, which at this point I'm pretty sure we're all aware, and Jerome Powell came out to answer some questions. Now, I did a whole video talking about this. I tried my best to break it down to the best of my ability, but over the weekend I was thinking about it, and I realized that I completely forgot to mention something that was pretty important, something that Jerome Powell said during the little speech or during the little questions and answers, whatever you want to call it. He made a comment about inflation, and the market did not like it. He said something along the lines of that inflation is persistent and that this month we're looking a lot like what we saw last month. And what came out last month, or what took place last month in regards to inflation, which was released the first week of January, was not good news. We learned that inflation is at 7%. We learned that inflation is the highest it's been in 40 years. We can see just by going to the grocery store, food is getting more expensive. We can see at the gas station that gas is getting more expensive. We can see at the clothing store that clothes are getting more expensive. We can just stay at home and see that rent is getting more expensive. The cost of living is going up. Everything is getting more expensive. Now, a lot of this is due to supply chain constraints. So as that eases up, we might see the prices start to come back down a little bit. But keep in mind, on the other hand, what else has been causing inflation? probably printing the dollar bill into oblivion the way that they've been for the last couple of years. So, at this point, we should not expect supply chain constraints to ease up until probably later this year, probably third, fourth quarter of this year. So don't hold your breath that everything's going to magically become cheaper starting next month. I don't believe this is going to let up for quite a bit of time. This is going to take months and months and months, potentially the entire year, even to begin breaking up and easing a little bit. But Jerome Powell insinuated that January's inflation is going to end up looking kind of like how December's looked. Now, of course, we don't know what January inflation is going to be like until the first week of February, which at this point we're only a couple days away from that. The January 2022 inflation report will be coming out the first week of February. It's always the first week of the following month. And he insinuated that it's going to look kind of like how December's looked, which, by the way, once again, was not good. This freaked out the markets. It sent everything into a downward spiral, along with a whole list of other things that Powell said as well. But point being is that it doesn't look like this is going to be easing up. So in response to all of that, the stock market took a massive hit. Silver and gold, we saw what they did last week. And I wanted to quickly talk about how the stock market is behaving today. We currently have the S&P 500 up 0.71%. We have the Dow Jones up 0.19%. And we have the NASDAQ up 1.82%. Now again, I'm filming this video at like 10:15 in the morning. God only knows how the market is going to behave throughout the rest of the day. I'm personally anticipating potentially a nosedive. I guess we'll see if I'm right or not, and that's not just some random prediction. I don't have a crystal ball or anything like that, and I'm not going to sit here and claim to be a false prophet. If I end up being right, it's just, I guess you can say, merely by coincidence, but it's mainly because it's more of a math equation for me. I take a look at everything that's happened this past month, and that's been the overall trend. First and foremost, we've been in the red far more than we've been in the green. But on the days where we were in the green, if we stayed green throughout the day, usually around halfway through the day or up until maybe like an hour before the close, it looks like we just fall off a cliff. So I'm personally expecting something like that to take place today. I am also, not for nothing, hoping that something like that takes place today. And being that the tech sector has been carrying the weight of the entire market, let's take a quick look at some of the big tech stocks. Tesla, for example, tech on wheels, is currently up 6.82%. This is no surprise. Tesla had a really good announcement last week. Apple is currently up 1.57%. Again, no surprise. Apple had some really good news come out last week as well. And then, of course, we have Amazon up 2.48% today so far. Tech sector is doing very well today. It seems like a lot of individual stocks are doing very well today. We're seeing green across the board, but really quick, by the way, just speaking of Amazon, if you have the ability to get $150 worth of Amazon stock for free, you should capitalize on the opportunity. Again, we will link in the description. Download the app and fund your account. They're going to give you 2 free stocks just for doing so, and then if you refer 3 friends, boom, at least $150 worth of Amazon stock, all the way up to potentially $3,000 worth of Amazon stock. So we will link in the description. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Time is running out. And now moving away from that, I wanted to talk about silver and gold today. As you can see on screen, got a little bit of a selection. As I mentioned before, we have a little tiny piece of platinum, a little 1 gram platinum bar, kind of hard to see, 10-ounce sunshine bar, 10-ounce bull bar, a 5-ounce Aztec calendar round, a Krugerrand, a Britannia, and a Landmarks of Britain coin. And then up there at the top, we have a 10th-ounce Gold Eagle, Maple, Krugerrand, Britannia, Philharmonic, and then a 1/4-ounce Philharmonic. Now what I wanted to talk about today, a little bit more of my strategy. Over the last week or so, I've talked about how I believe stacking silver, stacking gold, and I guess you can say stacking platinum as well, although I'm not stacking it. That's just one little piece. It was given to me as a gift. Thank you, Bo, for sending it my way. I'm not stacking platinum, I'm not stacking palladium, I'm not stacking rhodium. I am stacking silver and gold, though, mainly silver. And as I've said over the last week, week and a half, 2 weeks, I consider stacking precious metals to be my way of financially playing defense. Now, of course, offense comes along with defense, but I consider the precious metals as mainly a form of defense. I consider investing a form of offense. And obviously, with offense comes a little bit of defense as well, but it's mainly, at least the way I see it, a form of playing defense. Right now, at this stage in the game, at this point, I believe my team has the ball, so for me, it's mostly time to be playing offense. I'm still going to maintain my defense. I'm still picking up silver and gold. I'm still stacking. I'm not easing up, but I'm shifting a little bit more of my attention, being that my team has the ball, to playing offense. It's my time to score, so that's what I'm focusing on for the time being. Now, when it comes to the silver, when it comes to the gold, let me start off by talking about gold really quick, and I'll make this fast because I don't really have a lot to say. When it comes to gold, I'm currently not picking up any, and that's because I'm setting aside a little bit of cash. I'm saving up for a slightly larger piece of gold, and I will leave it at that. Silver, on the other hand, is something that I'm going to be obviously picking up on a regular basis, but I'm going to be doing it the automated way, as I've been doing for probably the whole second half of last year. I really like that strategy. I really like the way things went. I really like the results, and I'm going to keep doing it that way. So my way of stacking in a somewhat automated way is just by picking up 90%. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to pick and choose. I don't have to go back and forth. I don't really have to, there's really no decision making in the process for me. Stop by the local coin shop, pick up a little bit of 90%, usually Washington quarters, fork over a little bit of currency, and make my way out the door. It's quite literally that simple. I don't have to do any shopping around. I don't have to bounce from site to site to site. I don't have to bounce from coin shop to coin shop to coin shop. I don't have to worry about, oh, is the premium better on this or is the premium better on that? No, I know that I'm getting my hands on silver for right now probably the cheapest possible premium, because that's just the way it is at my local coin shop. Your coin shop might be different. It might financially make more sense to be picking up generic silver rounds right now. Maybe the 90% at your local coin shop is carrying a little bit higher of a premium per troy ounce. Maybe it would cost you a little bit more currency to pick up 6 silver quarters or 14 silver dimes or 3 silver half dollars than it would to just pick up 1 troy ounce silver round or bar. It's whatever makes the most sense to you. That's what I'm doing. I'm focusing on what makes the most sense to me. And in yesterday's video, where I talked about how I am no longer interested in pure silver, at least not at this time, and that's just because the premiums are too wacky, that's quite literally the reason. If things were to flip-flop, and it makes more sense to stack pure silver than 90%, then guess what? I'm going to be stacking pure silver. I said in the video that I'm no longer stacking pure silver at this time, and that's subject to change if I'm confronted with new information. Right now, the information that I have in front of me is that pure silver is far more expensive than 90%. So why pay more for the same amount of silver? So again, if things were to flip-flop, I would ask myself the same question. Why pay more for the same amount of silver? Right now, it's cheaper for me to get a troy ounce of silver in 90% than it is to get a troy ounce of silver in pure silver. If that were to flip, it would make more sense for me to get the silver rounds and silver bars again. But right now, 90% just makes more sense. And being that this is a finance channel, and being that I prioritize my money and my currency, I'm going to do what makes the most sense to me. If it doesn't make the most sense to you, that's perfectly fine. You should do what makes the most sense to you. I'm going to do what makes the most sense for me. I am not going to do what makes the most sense for you. That's your job. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. What are your thoughts on Jerome Powell insinuating that the next inflation report is likely going to be just as bad as the most recent inflation report? I'm going to try not to talk too much about the Federal Reserve. It's incredibly boring to talk about Jerome Powell every day. He's not a very entertaining person. So I'm going to probably cut it off there until the next inflation report. But I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic, your thoughts on that right there, and of course your thoughts on the silver and the gold. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs in a bunch of different designs. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways every single month. Today is actually your last day to get in on my February giveaway. Join before February 1st for a chance to win a prize. I also do live streams multiple times a week. I do deal alerts on silver and gold every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. And then, of course, last but not least, make sure to go and get your 2 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. And then if you go and refer 3 friends to the app, Webull is going to give you at least $150 worth of Amazon stock for free, with the chance of winning all the way up to $3,000 worth of Amazon stock for free. That's more than an entire share of Amazon, once again, for free. All you got to do is click that little invite button, send it to 3 people that you know, bing, bang, boom. It's quite literally that simple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? With Jerome Powell insinuating that January inflation is probably going to look pretty similar to December's inflation report. What are your thoughts on the silver and gold offense versus defense analogy and my way of stacking in a somewhat automated way? What is your focus on right now? You think supply chain constraints are going to ease up earlier than I'm personally expecting? And of course, what are your next couple of pickups going to be? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.